Hello and welcome to another walkthrough by Commander Rogden from Rogden Gaming. We're here at the throat of the world, ready to go through walkthrough number 8 for the main quest storyline. We've just finished obtaining our Elder Scroll and we are about to go kill Alduin. So a few things to note before we start. The first is that stealth is not an option in this fight, so if you have a follower, I recommend that you have them come here with you. Second, there is a bit of a trick on how to defeat Alduin, so let's go ahead and get started on that. So go ahead and open up the Elder Scroll in front of this little structure here, which will send you back in time to a cutscene where you will learn the Word of Power, Dragon Rend. Once you have learned the Word of Power and return to our present time, you want to immediately select the Dragon Rend shell and use it on Alduin while he's in the air taunting you. Alduin will fly around for a short while. He will always land in the same location, so either go to that location or get yourself to a safe distance, and immediately use the Dragon Rend shout again. You'll want to keep using it every time that it recharges. As long as you keep using it when it recharges, you will keep him pinned on the ground and he will not be able to summon meteors to strike you while you stand. After you've defeated Alduin and he retreats, you can either speak with Paarthurnax, with Aranging, or with Esbern to forward the next part of this quest line. Now Esbern also provides an additional quest, so we're going to speak with him. So Esbern is out here chilling on the grass, and we need to explain to him what happened.
He must have returned to feed on the soul. If you don't find him soon, he'll return stronger than ever. Yes, we must think. He must have some means of traveling to and from, so very true. I wonder, do you know the Jarl?
So we think that one of his allies might know where he is, and Esbern gets the idea that we'll use Dragon's Reach to capture him and I guess interrogate the dragon.
You could trap him, although it might be difficult to pursue. I'm sure you'll manage, though. If you can defeat the World Eater, surely... I'm afraid there's a further problem, a serious one. I've discovered who the...
So this is where he goes and describes to us his optional quest.
Is a dragon. Not just any dragon, but the right hand of Alduin, responsible for many atrocities during the ancient Dragon War. The Blades have been hunting him for centuries, but he was protected by the Greybeards, and then the Emperors. Justice demands that he die for his crimes. Until he is dead, I'm afraid my oath as a blade prevents me from offering.
After you have spoken to Esbern regarding his request, however, you can additionally speak to both Aranging and Paarthurnax about what they think of killing him off. It should be noted that once you reach this point in the story, you will no longer be able to acquire Blade's companions, and you'll no longer be able to hunt dragons if you have been doing so, until you kill off Paarthurnax. So onwards to our main quest objective, which is the Jarl of Whiterun. We need to convince to trap a dragon in his palace. Now, this persuade check is extremely difficult, but fortunately it does not matter, as he will allow you to trap it anyway.
Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I don't know about such things. But I heard the Greybeard summon you. That's good enough for... Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace? I want to help you, Dragonborn. And Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men? And no. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack.
So it might be important to note that at this point in the story, if you have already completed either the Stormcloak questline or the Imperial questline, you will not have to go through this. However, if you have not yet done that, you will need to arrange with the Greybeards to hold a peace summit at High Hrothgar.
Neutral territory. If they host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen.
Once you have obtained the permission of the Jarl to do terrible things to his castle, you need to return to Aranging, who will then give you the option to assist his help to capturing the dragon.
Overlooked in the Dragonborn.
is not permitted to any other followers of the way of the voice.
Since you are already here, it may be in your best interest to speak to Arangir about
Now
the
you
blades
see
killing
why I warned
Paarthurnax.
you against them bloodthirsty barbarians. Yes, but understand, during the days of Alduin's rule, all dragons were his allies. There was nothing else they could be. If not for Paarthurnax, Alduin could not have been overthrown. It was he that first taught men to use the Thum.
So your answers here pay no relevance to whether or not you can kill Paarthurnax. You can still say that you won't kill him, and go ahead and kill him all the same. So just go ahead and listen to all of his responses. The most neutral one is probably the one in the middle.
Doing nothing can be the wisest choice, although strangely often the most. I trust that you will make the right choice in the end.
Once you have finished speaking with Arangir, you must travel to both Windhelm and speak with Ulfric, and Solitude and speak with General Tullius. Once you have spoken with General Tullius, you will be provided with the option to let him know about the peace summit the Greybeards have requested.
With me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem, but I wasn't sent to Skyrim to... My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that.
So after he's gone over that little speech of his, you'll be able to provide him with 3 different responses. The persuade check in this case is very difficult. However, both of these 2 responses will convince him to attend. Note that the response regarding him snubbing the Greybeards will be different if you have already spoken with Ulfric, and it will change to say that Ulfric has agreed to attend.
Fair enough. We're driving the Stormcloaks back well enough at the moment, but we're already... That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of legions. If the Emperor would just give me the... Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council.
Jarl Ulfric has roughly the same conversation when you provide him with information that the Greybeards wish to hold a council. However, he is considerably easier to convince. If, however, you have already spoken with General Tullius, a new option will appear where you can explain that he has already agreed to attend, which will always be successful.
Alduin, the world eater of song and legend. If that's true, well, it changes the situation. Even Tullius may be forced to talk sense in the face of such a threat. Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
Once you have convinced both Jarl Ulfric and General Tullius to attend the Peace Council, you must return to
Men
Arangir.
of violence are gathered here. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Peace? I doubt it. They may put their weapons down for a moment, but only... They are not yet tired of war. Far from it. Do you know the ancient Nord word for war? Season Unending. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom...
Now, if you wait around for a few moments, both Esbern and Delphine will show up and have a little conversation with the Greybeards.
You're not welcome here.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
We know what path you've set him on, but he has made a different choice. Paarthurnax is still safe from your malice.
For now.
So if you kill Paarthurnax, his response will be slightly different. However, he will still let them attend, which is important for you to complete this council.
Take your seats so we can begin.
If I eased me, I would sit down at the same table with that Valmore bitch. Either she walks or I do.
So you're presented with your first option of siding with either the Imperials or the Stormcloaks right before the meeting even commences. Now, choosing the top option will side you with the Stormcloaks. Choosing the bottom will side you with the Imperials. However, your actual choices will do little other than make them angry or happy with you, so you may wish to choose the most neutral option. In this case, we're going to allow her to stay.
But bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around. It feels like a mistake to me. But I'll bow to your judgment on this.
General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth.
The next choice that you have may be different depending on your game. He will offer you a major hold and a minor hold. It should be noted that trading cities in this manner is the same as them being, which means that quests regarding the religious persecution of Talos will be unavailable or will fail if the Stormcloak gains control of the city. Choosing the major hold will favor the Imperials, choosing the minor hold will favor the Stormcloaks. However, if you choose the minor hold, and then you opt to agree with him later, he will still be angry at you. So even if you give him Riften after you've decided that Winterhold, for example, was the better choice, it will not be considered a neutral response. If you can manage to persuade him, unfortunately he will not provide the end result of a neutral response, but he will no longer be angry at you. However, in order to persuade him, you will need an extremely high persuade skill. If this is not one of your primary skills, do not even try. In this particular case, though, I am going to offer him the major hold.
The rift would help secure our communications with Cyrodiil and threaten Ulfric's southern flank.
You surrender forthwith to us. Sidgeir steps down, and Dengir of Stun resumes the Jarlship.
Where do these demands stop, Ulfric? Do you expect me to surrender all of Skyrim?
It seems I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide, although I'm starting to doubt your fairness.
So, since we have already offered two things to the Empire, which was allowing the Falmer representative to stay and Riften, you should probably choose the option that sides with the Stormcloaks. However, you do not need to, and it will not cause you to fail this negotiation.
Spoken like a true son of Skyrim. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
If you are interested, you can determine how well you did at the negotiations by speaking with Arangir, and based on his response, you will know how well you did.
This will last long, but that will not be on your account and to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
I believe I can help you.
Esbern will now provide you with a word of power to summon the dragon that you wish to trap at Dragon's Reach as a means to lure him there.
I hope this truce gives you what you need. It won't last.
After you have negotiated the truce, you will wish to speak with the Jarl of Whiterun to get yourself started.
As I promised, my men stand ready. My men know what to do.
So at this point in time, you may wish to tell your companion to leave as you wish to trap the dragon, not kill it. So what you'll want to do is stand out on this platform here and select the new shout that you have and use the full power of the shout. If you do anything less than the full power, it will not summon him. Once he shows up, you want to ready Dragon Rend and use it on him, and then lure him back behind this doorway here. Once you've lured him back, this little mechanism will fall on his head. Don't worry, you don't actually need to kill him, and he cannot die, but having a companion will make it difficult to lure him back here.
Went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was among ourselves, of course. Muni Mae, once Lord Croesus, and he has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesur, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards. His door to Sovngarde is that skull. Mindoran pa ok midove navaran zuulost ofan hinlan.
So it doesn't actually matter how you answer this. What he'll do is he'll tell you that the only way to reach the mountains is to fly there. And in order to fly there, you need a dragon. So you're going to need to release this guy. So in order to free him, you need to go up these stairs and speak to this guard here.
I can't believe that. You sure about that? You want to let that dragon loose after all the trouble to catch him in there? Your funeral. Someone else is gonna have to help you get...
Once you have released Alduin from his prison, he will now fly you over to the entrance to Sovngarde. However, if you wish to kill Paarthurnax and open up the quest line for the Blades, you will need to do so now. This is your last opportunity before Paarthurnax flies away, and you no longer have that option. There are a couple of bugs involving Paarthurnax. The first is that he is unable to turn around, so if you have sneak, you can go ahead and kill him without him responding. He does, however, need to be attacked from the front, or he will not die. The second bug with Paarthurnax is that if you speak with Aranging after killing Paarthurnax, but before holding the Peace Summit, you will unlock his conversation options again when the Peace Summit starts. Normally, after you kill Paarthurnax, you will no longer be able to speak with Aranging and request that he reveal dragon word locations to you. If you do not kill Paarthurnax, however, you will be unable to speak to the Blades and have them reveal the dragon locations to you and provide you with a perk that will let you see them. Even after traveling all the way across the world, your new friend Alduin will still wait for you, so you need not worry about doing other side quests. He'll still be here for you to complete the main storyline. And this completes our walkthrough number 8 of Elder Scrolls Skyrim. This has been the quest Alduin's Bane up to the Fallen. This is Commander Rogden. Thanks for watching.